So we've heard this a couple of times this week from the White House, encouraging Pelosi to send a standalone package of aid. We watched a tape of you in front of the White House from last week, I think it was. Do you feel like that visit is bearing some fruit?
Yeah, I was encouraged. I think we pretty much know what you all know. You know, there's an impasse, and we're just obviously hoping that a larger COVID bill will move with a payroll support aspect, continuing for the airlines. There's very broad support to avoid furloughs in the airline industry and extend the payroll support program through the end of March. So we're very hopeful that they can come to an agreement and get that passed and help the economy and obviously help the travel industry.
How do you feel about where we are getting into October versus what we thought October might look like when that initial package was passed? Are you disappointed either in the way in which you've been able to conserve cash or the way in which traffic has rebounded or not rebounded at this point?
Oh, wow. You know, you go back to March, April, and we just did not know. And, I for one, and for many of us, we're very hopeful that this would be a very quick recovery, and it's proved not to be. And I think it's very clear that until we get to a vaccine and then we get to herd immunity and then behaviors begin to change back towards normal, we should expect more of what we're seeing right now. Our business is down versus a year ago 70%. I was concerned about that back in March, April. Certainly we're doing better today than we did then, but we've been pretty stable in terms of, a week-to-week business for about the past 2 months. So there's no reason to believe that things are going to improve anytime soon. Is that disappointing? I think we're all ready for this to be behind us, but realistically, it's not surprising. We've got a pandemic, and we've got a ways to go. On the cash side of things, I'm very proud of our people. I think they've done a great job in terms of raising money, managing our spending, cutting cost. Our people are producing a great product, and the customer experience is phenomenal. We're getting great feedback there. So in terms of the things that are the most important, which is take care of our people and take care of our customers, I give us an A+. We've got almost $15 billion of cash in the bank as we speak. And the payroll support has basically kept us neutral, if you will, for the past 2 quarters. Absent that, we would have lost $3 billion in cash, if not more. So it would be very helpful going forward over the next 6 months and hopefully put us in a position where we can get past this.
Oh, Gary, it's Jim. Always good to see you and glad to see you smile. You were starting to bum me out there with that negativity. That's not the Gary Kelly I know. Come on, you're an upbeat guy. You're a winning coach. All right, so I've got this thing on my phone. It's called Navica, all right? It's the Abbott ID Now test. And I am hoping, first of all, I think planes are incredibly safe, much safer than buildings, much safer than elevators. I say that, and I wish an airline exec would say that. Second, this Navica is going to be able to say that I'm good for the day. So you swipe it when you walk in, when you go on down the gangplank, and you either let me on or not. So why do we need a vaccine when we can have ID now in the next couple of months? I'm just trying to do this to cheer you up because you're bumming me out a little.
Well, of course, ultimately, no matter what technique we use, we need consumer behaviors to change. Things need to trend back to normal. But no, I'm a huge fan of testing, and it just needs to be something that can be commercialized and can be put into production. And I think you have a great idea there. In the meantime, you got to wear a mask. You have to socially distance. Your point about airplane cabins is accurate. The air in the cabin is very, very clean, and with the HEPA filtering system in particular, and all the cleaning protocols that we use. So, yeah, there is a way to manage through this pandemic. That does not mean that consumer behaviors will change. So we'll continue to offer a great product and look for those kinds of opportunities. But we need to break the back of the pandemic. Ultimately, that's what is going to get us all back to normal.
All right, well, this may be a thin read, but there's a pretty good article in the Journal about how some airlines have been able to make things up with freight. Has the e-commerce just deluge helped Southwest at all?
Yes, but And no airline has had the drop in passenger revenues offset by cargo. It doesn't remotely come close. Our business is down 70% year over year, and our cargo business has held pretty steady. It's off somewhat from a year ago, but it's a nice bit of business. But overall, it's about 1 to 2% normally. So those folks do a great job. Our cargo customers love Southwest, but we can only do so much with that. So it's been a nice offset, but we need the passengers to come back, and that's our focus.